Good morning. It is April 29th, 2020. My name is Terry Morgan, and we are here for a mid-morning stretch. Some of these exercises are from my original study of Tai Chi, and I'm going to work on that particular set a little bit more today than I have been. So, as I move back out of the so I got some room here. My cats, this is Fu, this is Shin. They have kind of taken up residence in this open area. They seem to like it for some reason, not sure. But they need to relocate for right now. Shin will, they'll be back. God, trust me, they'll be back. All right, so we're going to do an outward stretch. And then we're going to do our inward stretch. Hands circle to the front. Return to both sides. Up along center. Stretch up. Reach out. Extend out over the legs. Bend the knees. Roll up through the back. One vertebra at a time. And do that again. And we're going to do it 6 times. This is 2. Relax as you roll up. So at the bottom, let your shoulders, let your arms relax. Stretch up. Reach out. Use the legs. Stretch. All right, now relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Roll up through the back. Four. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's cat. Roll up through the back. Yes, laughing is allowed. It's good. Stretch up. Reach out. Smile. Relax the upper body, roll up through the spine. Stretch up. And drop your elbows. Drop your wrists. Hands return to your sides. And circle up, or inward circle. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Reach. Follow your fingertips down. Roll down through the spine. That cat. She's got the time. Use your legs as you pull up. Arch through the back as you can. Roll down. Follow your fingertips. Let your hands, as you roll down, let your hands feel heavy so that they are pulling you down, right? So, as if I have a weight and it's going to pull me down so that the movement becomes on the outside, it becomes less effort. It has the appearance of less effort. Two more times. Okay, last time. You want the movement to appear effortless. And the effort that you make should be focused on where it needs to be, so that everything else, all the other parts of your body that don't need to participate, and we're going up again, you're going to turn to your left, I'm going to go to my right, and turn, circle, and come up on the other side, breathe in, the effort is there, but the outward appearance is as though there's no effort required. Strengthen inside, remain calm on the outside. And one more time. Center, change the other side, your right side. Breathe, reach out over the legs, breathe out. Relax. Breathe in. Use the breath to raise the body. One more time. Relax. Breathe in. Center. Drop the elbows. Drop the wrists. Fingertips. Hands return to your sides, and we're not stopping yet. Come on, one more time. All the way up. It's inward, outward. So we're going to go outward, outward, inwards. Outward circle, inward circle. Roll up through the back. Stretch up. And drop the elbows, wrist, fingertips. Follow your fingertips down. And I'm going to do this 2 more times. Circle, pull up, stretch up, shoulders down, reach out, roll up, and elbows, wrists, fingertips, Follow it down. Hit the cap. One more time. Circle front. Pull up. Stretch up. Shoulders down. Reach out. Roll up through the spine. And drop the elbows, drop the wrists, follow the fingertips down. Stretch out and up. Elbows, wrist, hands return to your sides. All right, and you can rest a minute. I'm going to show you the next exercise in this set, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. I mentioned before, I learned this from my first Tai Chi instructor, Huang Wei-Lun. This was part of a set that we did at practice every time we went to practice. It's a warm-up set. The ability to go all the way down is a learned skill, all right? Unless you're 3, and then you're good, okay? So if you're like, if you got the kids with you, and you got the 3-year-old over here and the 5-year-old over here, they're going up and down and having a good time with this. And you're going, now how did they do that? What? Because we're used to, and I have to do this because we're used to looking for the chair. There's a chair back here somewhere. I know there is. I'm going for the chair. Okay, no, there's no chair. it's up and down. So part of the ability to do this comes from having the hip be open. We're going to do some floor stretches. I've talked a lot about opening the hip. This is one of the useful things that you can do, or one of the things that you can do if your hip is open. So the usefulness of the stretches that we're doing is to enable being able to do this kind of a move. It is intended to open to both sides. Let me step back there. I can see that I'm not all the way in the picture. Okay, so it's intended to go to both sides. Open and out. Just like we stretch up and out over the legs here, this goes out to both sides. Instead of just bending the legs a little, as we've been doing, we're going to bend the legs a lot with this move. It's up and down. And what you want to pay attention to is that you're centered over both feet, that your knees only go directly over your toes. All right? That's important. I'm going to show you how to do the up and down part, but until you have the leg strength to do it, it's not going to happen. It takes a little bit to build it up, so more practice, right? The separation here. As I start here, I've started down. If this is as far as I can go, that's fine. Circle, come up, stretch up, right? Stretch out to both sides, down a little bit more, circle, up along the center line, stretch out. One more time. Just a little. Up along the center. And to both sides. Hands are going to return to your sides. All right. The key to being able to do this up and down is holding strength here through the abs, across and up, especially up, because this pulls in to hold the back, right? Your back has to hold up. Hips have to be open, right? You have to be able to move your leg without really moving your hip too much. All right, so I'm doing all this bending, my hip's not going anywhere. All right, before I'm looking for the chair. Right, no chair. Straight down. Yeah, there you go. All right, now, as you get to about level with your knees, the weight needs to shift just a little bit to keep your balance. So as I get to here, I have to turn and drop my hip, this has to be open and straight. Otherwise, when I get to here, I'm still looking for the chair. Right? So, head up, back straight, body straight, hips open, and down. All right, you will notice also that even though I'm making concerted effort to keep straight, that I get to a certain point and I've got an angle, okay? I'm not 3 anymore. And for those of you who have traveled in Asia, I'm also not Asian. One of the things that's very common in Asia, a lot of places, the places I've been in China and a little bit Southeast Asia, it's very common for people to use like really low stools to sit, or to simply be here to do whatever it is that you need to do, because we're not going to sit on the ground. All right, so if you've been doing that all your life, it's pretty easy to do. It's nothing special. If you have not been doing that all of your life, and you're an adult, it's going to take some work. The kids, again, not so much. They can do this. So let's work on that stretch a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to just leave that alone. So, feet flat on the floor. Doesn't matter which leg is in front. I have my right leg in front. Doesn't matter. Hands on your knees. Press up and over. And think about, I want to lay my chest on the floor, right? You want to keep all of this straight so that the lean is not here. it's in the hip here. Right? And yeah, I am reaching out with my chin and my chest as I go forward. Make a fist, put your hands behind your hips, one hand on each side, push up, leave your legs on the floor, press out over your legs, push, and come back. Okay, hands on your knees, rock forward, 1, and come back. It is 8 times, 2, 3, okay, and for those of you who can do it, go for the nose, okay? So my nose would go right about there. If I could go all the way over. Not happening today, but I keep getting closer. And that's, again, that's the point of practice, is that you keep getting better. And one more time. Stretch forward. Reach out, hold it, and let it go. All right. One leg, so I'm going to unfold my left leg, and I'm going to keep my right leg up here. Same exercise, except that you've got one leg out and one leg in now. All right? Left hand on the calf. You're not really doing that much with this right now. This hand is doing some work to roll forward. Okay, we're not doing the side, we're going to go forward. We'll do side in a minute. So, roll forward, 1, 2, 3, roll through the hips, keep the legs flat on the floor, 5, 6, reach out, 7, okay, maybe last time, I'm going to reach out more and hold it, 1, 8, hold it, hold, and let it go. Okay, same position, except now we're going to do to the side, right? So, I'm going to reach right hand to my left toes. Not happening today, but that's where it goes. Okay? Left hand is going to stretch out in the opposite direction. And we can do this with both legs open. We can do it with one leg open, one leg closed. We can do it also with both legs closed. What we want from this stretch is work through here to stretch and pull up through the hip, open the hip. Stretch over, pull up, reach for your toes, big round circle, stretch, and come back to straight. Both hands out to both sides. Do it again. Reach, pull up, both hands, and one more time. Reach, and come back to center. All right, change legs. Don't kick the cat. Pet the cat. Foo. You're in, yeah, you. Come here. Yeah, no, she's not having that. All right. So first one we want to do is forward, right? Hand on the leg, hand on the knee. Stretch your nose forward. 1. And roll forward. 2. 3. Reach out. 4, 5, 6, nose to the floor. 7, nope, not on that side either. And one more time, I'm going to hold it, stretch, reach, and come on back up. Okay, go to the side, all right? This time, left hand's going for the right toes. That's not happening either, but, all right, stretch, 1, and come center, and 2, and center, 3, reach out, stretch, and 4, 5, 6, reach for the toes, 7, and one more, reach, and stay there, and straighten, back to center. All right, we have both legs open, fist at the hip, push up, reach out, one more time, push up, reach out. So as I push up, I'm really thinking up and over, right? Open the hip, leg on the floor, push up and over. Up and over. 2 more times. We're going to push up and roll over and push up and over. Okay. Left leg back. Your heel to your hip. Right leg front, knee bent. Gentle push down on the leg. Turn it to the back just a little bit. So find your leg. As you push down, turn the legs, just turn your hand just a little bit, right? Just a little. Push down, turn. This hand, push up. So that your body doesn't lean over here. Right? That's just, this is a tough position to hit. Your body wants to go this way because your hip's not open enough to do this, right? So you're going to compensate until your hip is more open by using your hand. Push here. Use a fist, it's easier. Push a fist to keep this side more upright as you push down on the leg to open it in the hip. So this one, push. This one, push. This one, I'm pushing up. This one, I'm turning just a little bit to push down. Okay, and push. 1, relax. And again, 2, relax. 3, one more time. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, change legs. Same thing, fist, support this side. As you push, again, very gentle, just a little bit of a turn. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it go. 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to talk about this for a second. And getting up a little bit better now. So the goal for this is to little by little open the hip. In dance, we call this turnout. So you'll see, and my turnout is way gone now, but all right. So this kind of thing is a okay first position. If I were younger and had practiced longer, my feet would be much more to the side, and that happens right here in the hip. It's opening and turning out the leg, uses the small muscles inside the hip as well as the muscles that connect the leg at the top. So connect the leg into the hip, right? Body parts, they have to be connected. So this particular stretch that we just did is intended to help open those up, so that instead of here, instead of this, which is mostly my feet being pointed this direction, a little bit my knees, but mostly my feet. Instead of that, I get this, which is all driven from the hip. So you can do this when your hip is open. That's what the floor stretches are supposed to help do, help open the hip. Okay, so I'm going to do add one more thing this morning. And I've mentioned that these stretches are from Tai Chi, from my Yang style teacher. There are walking exercises that go with stepping exercises. So I'm going to show one of them, and then we're going to do it. Uses this idea of we need to build some strength in the leg. There's a transition of weight, and at a certain point when you start doing these, it's kind of fun just to do, it's kind of, Monty Python, Ministry of Funny Walks kind of thing. Okay, so we'll start open. I'm going to turn my right toes to 45, and I'm going to put all my weight on my right leg. Bring the left leg through in a circle. Place the heel gently and roll through down so that the foot is fully on the ground. Okay, the weight transfer here onto the left. Turn the right toes, right? So you've transferred the weight onto the left. Now you can release the foot, turn the toes to 45, knee over the toes, bend, release the heel, release the toes, All the weight is now on your right leg. Left leg circle. Gently put it down. Push into the right leg. Push through the foot into the left leg. And this is intended to be done this slowly. It requires a lot of holding strength in both legs. It also requires you to develop a really, really good sense of where your weight is in space so that you can correctly balance over the supporting leg. You have to be able to, this is not as easy as some other stepping methods. I'll show you stepping method. Same kind of step here. Fairly easy to do. I don't have to hold that long. I don't, even though I am articulating, it's not as visible when I'm moving quickly as when I'm moving slowly, right? And what we're going for with this and the slowness in the movement is both the strength, build strength on the inside, build the dexterity to be able to do a circle. It takes practice. It does. It takes practice. And be able to articulate that. This is articulation. To be able to articulate that with the correct timing, placement, etc., etc., etc. So it's a building process. Weights even over both legs. I'm going to transfer my weight to my left, bend the knee, turn the right to 45. My hands don't have to do anything. They're just here at my sides right now. I could put them behind my back, but it's easier to put them here. Right? All my weight onto the right leg, toes coming up. Here we go. And circle. Come through. I sped up at the end there because I was losing my balance and I could feel it. And in order for me to continue the movement, that was the easiest thing to do, was to finish it and transfer my weight. Important to pay attention to, right? I'm talking about balance and where's your weight, right? As I came up here, I had my weight a little too far forward to be able to do that. This time, I didn't. This time I kept it where it was supposed to be. Now I turn, and we're going to do it again. All right? So, pay attention to where you're, I have the cat path here. I'm going to walk the cat path. Pay attention to where your weight is. Where's your center? Where is, if I had a long pole, long staff, that I could put all of my weight on. Where's my weight? I'm centered over both legs. I'm centered over one leg. I'm centered. Where does that fit? Right? So open. Weight goes to the left. Open the right toes. Transfer the weight to the right, bend the knee. Weight goes into the back of the leg, hold your back. Hold the abs, transfer the weight, bring it through, and my knee that time. All right? Each time you do this, be conscious of what your body is telling you, right? So here I am. Transfer the weight. Okay, that's better. Right, okay, good. Yeah, we're good there. All right, yeah. I can keep that leg up as long as I want to. All right? The more you focus on where that balance is, the easier it is to keep it. Turn the right toes, transfer the weight, move through, place the foot, transfer the weight, shift back, turn the toes. This one's a little bit more difficult. You got to bring everything with you. Okay, no leaving this behind. No pun intended there. All right? And I got room to do one more. Shift back, turn the foot, transfer the weight, release the back foot, come through, place the heel, transfer the weight. If you have been doing this with me, this part of your leg should be burning. It should be telling you about it. And that's a good thing. All right, so we have this exercise. We also get to walk backwards and we go side to side. There are, and I'm going to teach those. All right, and then there's 2 more sets that I will teach and talk about that go with all of the practice sets that were, all the warm-up sets, excuse me, that we used to do, at least as best as I remember. And one of my goals is to have all of those warm-up sets be part of what I'm doing with this mid-morning stretch. So a couple more that I want to introduce. These walking sets I also want to introduce. Good for the legs. If you're going to sit at a desk all morning or all for the rest of the day, it's good for the legs to do something. Okay, so I thank you for coming this morning. I appreciate it. Mid-morning stretch on Friday. We'll do more of this, and I'll be back for Qigong tomorrow morning. Thank you.